We are live. Yes, we are.
Do we have a microphone?
Yes, we do. They're in my pocket. We got Lupin here.
We got Lupin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Herroasianman. Shout out to Misfits here in Middletown, Connecticut, right on Main Street. This guy's gave me a whole bunch of great opportunities, and yeah, I'm forever grateful for him. And we're just gonna get to know him a little bit today and kind of just go through his story, his creative process, how he came to be the Herroasianman, Case Uno Films. First question that I have for you, my man, is who is Herro?
Me. I am Herro. I'm from CT, and I am a director.
Awesome, brother.
Of all sorts of things.
What initially sparked your passion for being a director?
I've always really loved movies. Like as a little kid, I've always loved movies, and I think to further that, I've always loved behind the scenes stuff. Like my dad always showed me behind the scenes stuff, so I feel like that kind of helped start it. And then I've always been around cameras, and then it slowly just kind of progressed from there.
Absolutely, bro. Were there any movies in particular, or you said your father was a person, but any movies in particular that?
Jurassic Park, I would say, is probably my favorite movie. But there's a bunch of other really good movies in the world, obviously, right? But just for what it means and what it feels like is really cool. I love Jurassic Park.
What does it mean to you to be a director?
To get out either my ideas or to help bring other people's ideas to life, and be that bridge.
Growing up in Connecticut, what was that really like? What did that look like for you?
I grew up in the suburbs. It was cool. Skateboarding. Sports. Oink. A lot of fingerboarding. Yeah. Fingerboarding got me in. Stevie got me, helped me out with that one over there.
Before Herro blew up doing music videos, he had a pretty big YouTube channel doing fingerboarding vids, right?
Yeah.
He's wearing a Tech Deck shirt right now, so shout out Tech Deck, shout out fingerboarding.
Shout out Misfits for supplying me with it.
Absolutely,
520 Main Street.
So, along this career that you've built, along this journey that you've been on.
You hear the food? He was out.
There's a little crinkles over there.
Along the journey.
Along the journey, bro. Would you say, has there been any challenges, any struggles you faced as an artist?
Just doubting my work. I feel like the old tale of just not going for things. I feel like in my later life I've been going for things more, but when I was a lot younger, I feel like I hesitated too much for better or for worse.
How did you overcome that?
I didn't. Still feel it right now.
But you're the man. Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I think that's just being an artist, right? Is just not doubting yourself, but wanting more, wanting to do more, right? Thinking that could be better. It always could be better, right?
It always could be better.
You know what I mean?
That's the toughest thing, honestly.
But you gotta be happy for the things that you have done. Right. And those moments are nice, right? But it's if you want to be relevant, you gotta keep doing things that are cool, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You shoot a crazy music video, right? You're out and about, running and gunning, doing your thing, and you get back to the stew. How you getting in the zone?
My parents know I smoke weed now. I like to smoke. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. Just before even getting to my house, I feel if I'm doing a recap per se, and I have to have it in the next day, I'm always listening to their biggest hits on the way home, or something with that artist, so I can try to just be as prepared as I can if I don't know them, or if I do, just get really into it, a Ken Carson show, go pretty hard for that.
How do you work these long editing shifts? I don't know, dude. I feel like I get burnt out a lot. How do you prevent that?
Again, I think you can start to feel it. I think it's just having the right workaround and not flooding yourself too much. Before I was doing only living off music videos, and then it was like local music videos, and then that was kind of like hard in the sense of doing things I didn't want to do, and it just kind of like became too much of doing too much, right? And like that, I think it, like realizing things like that, I think helps provide that. Or like if you really don't like what you're doing in that sense, like unless you're getting a lot of money, you gotta do it. Lupin, it's okay. Lupin.
Yeah.
Wait. Say that again.
Oink, oink, oink. Yeah, Lupin's half pig.
Lupin's half pig.
What does the creative process look like for you from like start to finish for a music video?
I think it matters like what the project is, but like if it's something like a lot bigger, all songs I listen to over and over again just so I can like know when to move the camera, like you were saying, like things like that. Yeah. But I don't know, I think mainly like listen to it and just like what do I like a lot of times when I listen to music for, like when I'm doing a video, I close my eyes. Like even in front of the artist, if an artist is showing me shit, like I'll literally like close my eyes in front of them and like, cause I don't know, there's so much stuff in front of you that's just kind of like in front of you, right? So it's like if you can close your eyes, like your brain has less things to digest and it's now pushing out more, right?
I do that
so
a lot.
I feel like I always do that, which is, it helps out. It helps me a lot within that state. So like, yeah, I do that. I don't know, writing. I guess writing next, right? But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, try to just really like, how can I make this video match this song as best that I can? You know what I mean? Like, if it's either with movements or effects or story, like, I feel like just how, that's more of my, because we all know the process, right? So like, right. I think, but it's that, like it's doing that, and then every movement has a sound, every movement has an effect that can go with it, that effect has a sound, like every sound you hear in the song has an effect, like I feel like, so like, I don't know, really analyzing that stuff I feel like is a big part of my process. But yeah, little things, Easter egg, small details are fun to add into as well.
Easter eggs, man, I'm a big Easter egg guy. What do you think sets you apart from other directors? What's your unique style? You know?
I think I do what I really like to do, and that might set me back in ways, but I also think that also helps in ways as in the same time, right? Because like there's a lot of times people will say to me like, oh, like when I see something of yours, I can tell that it's yours. And like that is cool. I definitely like that, where I have a style that people can recognize, right? But then it's also, okay, now it's on a corporate level, right? Maybe they don't want that style, right? So now there's two sides, right? Mm-hmm. But that's why I don't know, more recently I've been trying to just shoot things as best as they can be shot. So then I can enter both worlds more, and then I don't know, if something's good enough without effects, it'll just be sicker with effects. It's just like grappa.
They compliment.
What do we have here? Let's get a little. Let's get a little guest.
Let's get Stevie in here.
A little guest of honor over here.
I don't have the proper audio equipment, but
we can share this. What do we have? We have a Flintstones.
Flintstones, Push Pop,
Bingo,
nice.
Doritos, 2 cent candies.
Oh yeah,
2 cent baby.
Coca-Cola, some sour straws, just high fructose corn syrup, just bullshit.
I like it.
I'm out.
So what sets you apart? Your style, the corporate, your own touch, your own spin that you do on things. How has that helped you get people to work with?
I think good relationships with people, like all the bigger artists that I've worked with, I feel like I've became just closer with them in that sense. So like it helps. Like if you're like going on tour with somebody, like they want that person to be a chill person that can hang, and they're not afraid to bring them around other people and feel like, what is this guy gonna do? You know what I mean, right? So it's like over time of having relationships with people, I feel like that is what helped me get to like, I don't know, get closer with the bigger people, if that makes sense. But like that helps out a lot. Like I'm gonna be with this person for a month.
Yeah.
Next to them for a month. Like if I'm not cool, like who would want to hang out with? Like, you know what I mean? Like you could be like the best director in the world, but if you are an asshole, like there's like that guy has a place in a different gig. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
so it's like
That's a good point.
It does balance out. But
So what are your plans upcoming? And yeah, would you like to share what you got going on?
I'm about to move to Atlanta for the foreseeable future. We'll see. I'm excited. I'm about to move in with Deco as an artist and just a bunch of creatives in the house, and
So sick.
just get paid to work with people that I am fans of, and then just be able to do things that I wanted to do anyway. So like, it'll be fun. Also, being close to the city, we'll be able to. They don't even call it the city.
No.
I don't know. Probably just like going into Atlanta. It's probably how they say it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. I'm not there yet. What if I come back and I'm like, I got a crazy accent?
Oh, it's like a southern accent?
Imagine.
Yeah.
Like, fuck going on, twin?
I would like to get out there too. I think the scene out there is crazy. I think you're gonna kill it, bro. Truthfully.
Yeah, there's like I know like a couple other people that live down there, and like Shark and Chavo and Jelly. Like I'm probably gonna go shoot with them a bunch just cause
Perfect.
they're the homies, and just to like meet more people down there and
Yeah, man.
see what the scene is like.
Yeah, I wish the absolute best for you, bro. Seriously.
Thank you, dog.
The last question I have for you is, how would you inspire someone who looks up to Herroasianman, a kid who wants to do what you're doing? What would you tell them?
Do it. Fucking do it.
Do it.
Just don't think about it. Do it. I think that's a pretty sick thing to say to someone, right? Don't tell me what you want to do. Just do it.
I like that a lot. I like the wise words.
Unless we're planning something together and we're trying to figure it out, just do it.
Just do it. Don't overthink it, right? Like,
yeah. I'm even a culprit of that. Like there's time, like I feel like sometimes I can give advice that I don't even follow sometimes, right? So it's like, that's one thing I'll say that I think is more important, is just do things. Like if you have the idea, like, and it's only gonna take a second, do it right then. Steve's really good at that. Steve is very good at having an idea or being given an idea or whatever the case is, and then actually acting on it within a small amount of time.
well,
You can learn a lot from Steve. Harry, where are you? Come hop in.
Yeah, Harry.
I feel like this is not long enough. You need to hop in. We gotta keep going.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Herro's story, and like I said, we're here at Misfits, this clothing shop in Middletown, Connecticut.
Got my shirt from
And
there.
they have absolutely upgraded my drip, and this is the guy behind the brand here, the store. So we're just gonna introduce him. What your name is, where you're from, and what you do.
My name is Harry. I'm from Wallingford. And yeah, I do this for a living. I sell all sorts of different fashion pieces, vintage especially. But yeah, we just get flying here, man. That's about it.
What got you into this? Like, what inspired you to get into the clothing fashion scene?
I mean, I've always sold. I used to sell shoes quite a bit. I used to work at a couple different shoe stores. But I've always gravitated more to a full outfit opposed to just what you got in your feet, you know? And I also like helping people find their style, you know? A lot of people don't necessarily know how to shop very well, or not even that. That's kind of a broad statement, you know? But like some people need to step out of their comfort zone a little bit sometimes, and I can kind of point them in the correct like path, you know?
Getting into this, what has been your biggest struggle? What has been your biggest challenge, like trying to open this store, like, you know?
I think my biggest struggle sometimes is just myself, because I'm very precise and I try to be as perfect as possible when it comes to everything. So I think I'm kind of my biggest enemy sometimes, but we always get through it and we always prosper as best we can, you know? Like, I feel like I'm always learning. I try to always be a student first, so that's kind of...
I like that a lot.
Hell yeah.
So it's that man in the mirror that I'm battling against every single day, bro. Literally.
Exactly.
And so
That's why I said do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
So yeah, how do you overcome that? Like, how do you have the mindset like, hey, I'm fucking Harry, like I'm doing this, you know?
Like I said, I'm always learning, so it's like I'm
Say
kind of kind of like always trying to implement new things to make myself better and more productive. Like, it's all within due time, so I think a big thing is being able to pace yourselves. Don't try to bite off too much you can't chew. Kind of just take it one step at a time and just play with the cards you're dealt, you know? Like, you can't ever, like, really give up, or sometimes you get a bad hand, you just gotta, you know, come back around.
Absolutely, bro. And I want this, like, podcast to be kind of revolved around, like, the creative process. And clothing fashion is creative, bro. So, like, how do you, like, tap into your zone? Like, how do you get creative? I've seen you doing, like, graphics and stuff over there. Like, what's your thing, bro?
I mean, again, it's kind of just being different, trying to think outside the box, not trying to follow the norms, follow the trends. Instead of following trends, it's like we're trying to start things, you know, like, but take obviously inspiration from stuff, but really try to do something different for once. Everybody's doing the same stuff.
All of this parallels to directing too.
It's the same thing.
So sick, bro.
It's like you direct videos, I direct fits, you know? It's different, but there's so many different point of views in so many different fields. So it's like, I don't know.
What if you had to choose one? Like, what would be your title? Like, he's a director. Are you like a stylist, fashion designer, like a business owner? You know, like, I know you're all of it, but like, shit, like,
I don't even know. Say like jack of all trades in a way, like, because like I said, I try to perfect all my crafts, but it takes time to really get where you, like, I don't know, like, it's weird. I don't know, I don't really have a word.
For a bland white boy like me, as my girl told me, like, what's your go-to to, like, getting like a fit together? Like, what's the mindset?
It just depends on how I'm feeling that day, you know. I feel like a big thing is, like, your outfits can definitely reflect your personality, or just who. For me, I have a lot of clothes, so every day I get up, that's kind of how I feel that day.
Bet, bro. And I think we're running low on time, and I got two last questions for you. So last one would be, what are your plans for the store, like, for the future?
Well, we have a laundry list of ideas we want to implement and things we want to do, but honestly, I don't even really know what's next. It's like, just kind of comes naturally to us. Like, we don't really want to force nothing. Like, we'll make some. I really want to get some merch out there. Definitely, that's on the top of the list right now.
I like that, bro.
But yeah, just constantly networking, meeting people, and just staying fly. Really, that's about it.
I really do like what you got going on here. I don't think there's anything like it from this area. Like, by the way, guys, you can buy clothes, you can trade clothes, and you can sell your clothes here. Like, they got everything going. They got arcade games around here. It's all nostalgic, vintage stuff. Like, you walk in, you just feel like you're like a little kid again, almost. You know what I mean? Like,
hell yeah.
I love it. I love being in here. It's always a good vibe, great people. And so my last question I have for you is, what would be your wise words of wisdom? How would you inspire that young, like, designer, you know, wants to be like Harry?
Just do what your heart tells you to do. Like, if you want to go do clothes, go do clothes. If you want to go shoot videos, go shoot videos. If you want to go, I don't know, like, just go do it to the best of your capability. Like, don't half-ass it. Like, if you're going to do anything in life, just put your all into it, and it's going to work out eventually. I think it's pretty wise words of wisdom.
That is very wise words of wisdom. The message of the day, I think, is do it. Like,
Facts.
just do it. Like Nike, bro. Like, swish.
God.
Please.
You guys, it's this way.
All right, well, get out your hair, Liam. Appreciate you pulling up and doing this here.
Bro.
It's always good to see
For
you.
having us.
We got a minute left. What can we do in a minute? Go. Question.
Top three people that you've worked with.
Pierre,
Yep.
TJ Miller, which is a comedian, and P&B Rock, R.I.P. My brother.
Huge.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, those are three.
I want that
Legends.
list to keep growing. Lil Uzi is on my list. I would love to shoot a recap for him.
That's the dream, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited to see what Atlanta has to give me.
I'm excited for you.
Or what I have to take from it. Dude, It's been real. Open! Open!
Well, this has been the creative process inside the mind of Hero Asian Man. Thank you so much for tuning in. And
Celeb Shot by Harry. This is definitely over.